Some things don't show up on the scoreboard, but they tell you everything about a team, and what Lamar just revealed about Mark Andrews is exactly that kind of truth. While a lot of people rush to blame the tight end, the Ravens quarterback was straight up and dropped a message so powerful, you'll want to stick around till the very end of this video. The vibe between these two couldn't be more intense. And what it means for the season ahead. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will totally change how you see their partnership. Go Ravens! Have you ever seen someone mess up once and suddenly become the target of everyone's blame? Like nothing else matters? That's exactly what happened to Mark Andrews after the game against the Bills. Tons of people pinned the whole loss on him because of a fumble and a dropped pass. But Lamar didn't take that lying down. When asked about it, he spoke from the heart, making it clear he won't stand for that kind of unfairness. To Lamar, Mark has done so much for this team and deserves respect, not hate on social media or mean comments. What really stood out was how Lamar talked about Mark with genuine care, like a friend defending someone who's being treated wrong. He said he hates seeing Mark catch so much hate because he knows everything Mark has done for the Ravens. That shows the kind of brotherhood this team has. When one falls, the other lift him back up. Lamar made it clear Mark is still the same special player, still Mandrews, because he's one of a kind. On top of that, Lamar reminded everyone that football is a team game. Everyone wins and loses together. You can't just point fingers at one player when things go south. What Mark went through after that game showed how brutal social media can be, with people thinking they have the right to attack, without remembering there's a real person who feels and suffers behind the screen. Lamar wanted to send that message to protect his teammate and ask fans to be more thoughtful. And Lamar didn't dodge his own responsibility either. He openly talked about his mistakes in that game against the Bills and said the blame wasn't just on one late play. If there's one thing Lamar doesn't do, it's passing the blame to others when things go wrong. In that game against the Bills, Mark Andrews wasn't the only one who messed up. Lamar admitted he had some rough moments too, a careless interception and a fumble in the first half. And he doesn't try to erase that. He gets that football isn't about one play or one decision. It's a four-quarter battle, and every mistake matters in the final score. Lamar was honest and upfront, saying he could have done more to help the team. He didn't hide or make excuses to lighten his load. What really stood out was how he pointed out that despite all the challenges, the Ravens still had a chance to win until the very end. It wasn't just about Mark and that miscatch. Lamar knows a loss like that isn't the result of a single play. He even mentioned the tough conditions that day, snow and all the struggles that come with it. Not to blame the weather, but to show that every obstacle factors into a painful loss like that. You can't just say one player messed up. Football doesn't work that way, and anyone who understands the game respects every detail and every battle on the field. And while Lamar showed that maturity owning his mistakes, Mark Andrews wasn't sitting still either. He's been turning that frustration into fuel to grow and not repeat the same errors next time. What sets great players apart is their ability not to get stuck in the past, but to use setbacks as stepping stones to grow. Mark Andrews didn't waste any time after that Bills game. As soon as the season ended, he hit the gym and started channeling that frustration into motivation to get better. It's not just about wiping the slate clean, but about making sure those mistakes don't happen again when it matters most. He said it himself during OTAs. Professional life isn't just about wins and highlights, but learning and evolving after every stumble. Mark isn't trying to erase what happened. Instead, he stores every moment in his memory to avoid repeating it and to turn every challenge into strength. Because in football, you can't just forget. You have to use every fall as a chance to come back stronger. And when the next season kicks off, you'll see an even more focused Mark Andrews, ready to battle for every ball and not let anything slip away. For players at that level, every mistake isn't a sentence. It's a lesson that builds a stronger career and an even deeper bond with their teammates. It's no coincidence Mark and Lamar entered the NFL the same year and are still so connected. And this goes beyond just practice and skills. It's a personal and professional connection so rare in today's NFL, a partnership that's grown and been tested through every battle they face side by side.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important, because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
Lamar and Mark aren't just teammates. They're basically battle brothers. They both entered the NFL the same year, drafted in 2018, and since then, they've been through a roller coaster of highs and lows, wins and struggles, but always side by side. It's no coincidence their connection has become one of the most effective and feared tandems in the league. This goes way beyond just throws and catches. It's a bond you can't just build overnight. That's how the best duos in football work. It's not only about practice and skill, but trust and understanding. Mark can almost read Lamar's mind, knowing what he's about to do before it even happens. And Lamar knows every route and move Mark's going to make. They're not just co-workers. They're players who learn to rely on each other during the toughest moments and are still ready to face every challenge together. Every win and every loss has only made that bond stronger. So when Mark faces criticism or struggles, Lamar doesn't throw him under the bus. He takes the blame right alongside him and turns those setbacks into fuel to improve for the next battle. These two know they didn't come this far by accident, and they're not about to let go of this rare connection anytime soon. And this special bond isn't just about the present. It carries the weight of the future, especially this season, which could very well be their last chapter together in Baltimore. If you follow the Ravens, you know one thing for sure. This team is heading into the season fired up and hungry for revenge. Lamar and Mark understand this could be one of their last chances to turn their partnership into something legendary, a legacy that will live forever in Ravens history. They're not just playing to compete. They're playing to bring that long-awaited Super Bowl trophy back to Baltimore. After everything they've been through, the criticism, the heartbreaking losses, the doubts, their motivation couldn't be higher. Lamar didn't hold back when talking to the media about it. For both him and Mark, this season isn't just another year. It's a personal fight to prove that all the hardships made them stronger and more ready than ever to reach the ultimate goal. And for fans watching and cheering, that energy is contagious. It's not just two guys trying to erase a past defeat. It's about turning all that pain into the kind of victory the city and its supporters have been dreaming of. The intensity is real, and every game is a chance to show that the Lamar-Mark connection isn't over, and it won't be anytime soon. So here's the question for every Ravens fan out there. After all they've been through and with all this drive, do you think this duo can lead Baltimore to the Super Bowl this season? After everything we've seen, it's clear that the relationship between Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews goes way beyond mistakes and criticism. It's a partnership built on trust, resilience, and the hunger to come back stronger. This season promises to be a defining one for both of them and for the Ravens as a whole, proving that despite the challenges, their drive for victory and redemption is more alive than ever. And you, Ravens fan, how do you see this connection between Lamar and Andrews? Do you think this duo can carry the team all the way to that long-awaited Super Bowl? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is going to be heating up all season long.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself. See you there, and until the next video, go Flock.